Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So we're back with part 3 of adorning my locks, adding crystals. So you're gonna need some crystals of your choice. This is Aventurine. I got it from Michael's. You're also gonna need some beading thread. This is the one I use. I get it from Hobby Lobby. I find regular thread is a little too thin. You're also gonna need a small sewing needle. You're gonna wanna get a good amount of thread off the spool. Kind of use your best judgment as how much you will need depending on how many crystals you're gonna add. Here we're just gonna go ahead and thread that needle and tie it into a knot. You're gonna make a few more knots as well so that you can have a good sized knot for when you thread it through your lock. You want to keep in mind to have a good sized knot so when you are threading crystals through, you don't accidentally pull your knot through your lock. This is a good size for your knot. You could even make it a little bigger if you would like. Here I'm just finding a starting point for my crystals. You want to go ahead and insert that needle and pull it all the way through. So before you insert your needle through your lock, you want to add a crystal onto your thread, insert your needle under the crystal and pull it all the way through. So you're going to go ahead and insert your needle through the hole of that crystal and pull it all the way through. You're going to do this several times so you can anchor your crystal down. So you want to make sure you're coming from different sides of the lock when you insert your needle through that crystal, just so you can properly anchor your crystal down to your lock, and you want to pull it all the way through nice and tight each time. Please be careful doing this. I did poke myself a few times, so be careful when you're pulling your needle through. So we're going to go ahead and come through the lock, making sure that we add on a crystal before we pull our thread all the way through, and we're going to continue to do this as we move down the lock. You want to make sure that you're adding a crystal to your needle before you insert your needle back through your lock. Also, if you look carefully, you can see that I'm angling the needle at a downward angle. This is going to help you move down your lock a lot better. You can also see that I'm alternating what side I put the crystals on. This is going to help it look like the crystals are kind of spiraling around your lock as well. You want to also make sure that your thread isn't getting tangled up. You can see here I'm kind of fiddling with this crystal. It was kind of getting a little caught on the thread. So you just want to go ahead and get it situated and continue to pull the thread through, making sure that your thread is laying nice and flat against the crystals. So this lock is going to get quite a few crystals. It's really up to you how many you want to add. You can do 1 or 2, 3 or 4, or you can do the whole lock if you want to. But when we get to the end, we're going to go ahead and anchor that last crystal just like we did that first one. So remember to come from all sides of the crystal as well, just so you properly anchor that last crystal down. These crystals are going to be very important, the first and the last one, just to make sure that your knot doesn't come through and all your crystals start coming off your lock. So you just want to do this several times, pull it through nice and tight each time as well. After you're done anchoring that last crystal down, you want to just get some scissors and cut that excess thread off. We're going to go ahead and start making knots. Just like before, you want to have a good sized knot just so your knot doesn't come through your lock and your crystals start falling off. So go ahead and take your time doing this and just pull each knot nice and tight. Once you're all finished, you just want to grab your scissors and cut off those loose ends from the top and the bottom, and it should look something like this. If you try it out and it works for you, let me know. If you like what you saw, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.